They say big games are decided by the smallest details. It's a phrase we hear all the time in high-level matches. But a final is a different kind of pressure. Everything is magnified, every touch, every mistake. And in that Bayern team, one player stood out above the rest, Manuel Neuer. Not just a goalkeeper, part handball shot stopper, part outfield general. Paris Saint-Germain faces Bayern in the Champions League final. In the opposing goal stands Manuel Neuer. For the past 3 years, he hadn't quite been the same. A failed 2018 World Cup, a 7-month injury to his foot. But this match reminded the world of the monster he truly is. A goalkeeper like no other. Now, let's rewind. November 2009. Tragedy strikes German football. Robert Enke, goalkeeper for Hanover and a former Barcelona player, takes his own life at the age of 32. He was expected to be Germany's #1 at the next World Cup. Jens Lehmann had retired. René Adler, another top contender, fractured a rib. Suddenly, Joachim Löw had to make a bold choice. He called up someone unexpected, just 24 years old. No international experience. But at Schalke, the young keeper had shown real promise over 3 seasons. Especially with that standout performance against Porto in 2008. The 2010 World Cup would be the turning point. Before the tournament, Neuer was considered Germany's weak link. But he quickly proved everyone wrong. He didn't concede a single goal in the group stage. Then came England in the round of 16. In Bloemfontein, refereeing decisions frustrated the English. But at the back, Neuer was solid, fast, sharp, and confident with his feet. That long clearance to close his goal, pure class. In the quarterfinals, Argentina were swept aside, 4-0. In the semis against Spain, he denied both Pedro and David Villa. But eventually, it was Puyol's powerful header that beat him. Back from South Africa, Neuer had become an icon at Schalke. Even with offers from Bayern and Manchester United, he stayed loyal to his boyhood club. Alongside Raúl, who had just arrived from Madrid, he led Schalke all the way to the Champions League semi-finals against Manchester United. That night at the Veltins Arena, Neuer frustrated Rooney and Giggs for over an hour. United won 2-0, but all eyes were on the German keeper. Even Sir Alex Ferguson was impressed. At 25, Neuer was ready to take the next step. 500 kilometers away, Bayern Munich were still looking for a true successor to Oliver Kahn. In April, as the transfer neared completion, some Bayern fans protested. No to Neuer, read the banners at the Allianz Arena. Why? In 2009, after Schalke beat Bayern, Neuer had celebrated by mocking Kahn's iconic corner flag celebration, and Bayern fans didn't forget. Still, the club stood firm. June 2011. Bayern signs Neuer for 25 million euros. Very quickly, his past was forgotten. In his first months, he broke Kahn's Bundesliga record with 7 consecutive clean sheets. But it was in Europe where he truly shined. Bayern reached the Champions League semi-final. Up against Mourinho's Real Madrid, it went to penalties. Ronaldo steps up. Neuer saves it. He even scores his own penalty. And Bayern reaches the final. The final against Chelsea? Relatively quiet until Drogba's header. Once again, it came down to penalties. Neuer saved Mata's shot. He scored his own. But Schweinsteiger missed, and Bayern lost. 52 matches, 27 clean sheets, but no trophy. Neuer's first season at Bayern ended in frustration. Summer 2012. In the Euro semi-finals, Mario Balotelli ends Germany's run. Back at the club, Neuer is hungry. Hungry for silverware. Just like in 2012, he keeps a clean sheet in over half his matches. He dominates in the air, commands his box, and is incredible with his feet. His intensity lifts the entire defense. In the Champions League semi-finals, against Barcelona, he concedes 0 goals over 2 legs. And in the final, he delivers one of the greatest performances of his career. Victory. Bayern are champions, and at 27, Manuel Neuer stands at the top of the world. He wins his first treble with Bayern Munich. He's named in the FIFA Team of the Year, and there's no debate anymore. Manuel Neuer now sits at the same table as Petr Cech, Iker Casillas, and Gianluigi Buffon. Summer 2013. Pep Guardiola arrives in Munich. By the end of the season, one that ends with a domestic double, Neuer becomes more involved than ever in Bayern's build-up play. At one point, Guardiola even considers playing him in midfield. The timing? Perfect. The World Cup is just around the corner. Summer 2014. A moment that will live forever in football history. For 4 weeks, Manuel Neuer becomes the main attraction. More than just a goalkeeper, he's a true 11th outfield player. In 7 matches, he completes 244 passes. Even more than Lionel Messi. In the round of 16 against Algeria, he steals the headlines. Here's perhaps the first opportunity, and Neuer rushes out. It's his 3rd intervention outside the box, a role he's completely redefined. In the quarterfinal, France pushes forward. Benzema fires a rocket. But it's not the crossbar. It's Neuer's iron hand that denies him. Then comes Brazil. Germany demolishes the hosts. But even in a 7-1 blowout, Neuer stays alert. He makes several saves. And when Oscar scores in the 90th minute, Neuer looks furious, always demanding more. In the final against Argentina, there's tension. Around the hour mark, Neuer punches the ball and collides violently with Gonzalo Higuain. No card is shown. After the match, the media debates it. A kamikaze tackle, some call it, comparing it to Schumacher's brutal hit on Battiston in 1982. But the result is clear. Neuer is the best goalkeeper of the tournament. And now, the best in the world. Some even say he deserves the Ballon d'Or. He finishes 3rd. But for Neuer, the podium means something bigger. Riding the high of his World Cup triumph, Neuer starts 2015 in style. He pushes even further outside his box, continuing to revolutionize the role. In the Champions League against Roma, he casually stops a rocket shot from Nainggolan. In the Bundesliga, even when he gives away a penalty and sees red, he's still the boss. Young German goalkeepers are watching. Kevin Trapp, Marc-André Ter Stegen, both inspired by Neuer's style. Ter Stegen joins Barcelona. In the Champions League semi-finals, Neuer faces off against Ter Stegen. In the first leg, Neuer is outstanding. But his pre-match comments about Messi come back to haunt him. Messi scores 2 goals in just 3 minutes, then sets up Neymar to seal the deal. At season's end, Neuer lifts another Bundesliga trophy, his 3rd in a row. Neuer turns 30. He racks up 29 clean sheets and shows he's still in top form. Against Arsenal in the Champions League, he makes one of the greatest saves of the decade. Then, Euro 2016. Germany travels to France, aiming for back-to-back major titles. In the quarterfinals, they face Italy. It's a legendary showdown, Buffon versus Neuer. It ends with a penalty shootout. And the semi-finals, it's France who rises to the occasion. Griezmann scores twice. Unusually, Neuer mistimes his run on the first goal. Benzema turns and plays a superb ball to Cristiano Ronaldo, saved again. That save against Ronaldo, still unforgettable. That same year, Bayern meets Real Madrid in the Champions League semis. In the first leg, despite a 2-1 loss, Neuer delivers a masterclass, 10 saves in 90 minutes. Even Zidane is impressed. But in the return leg, Bayern falls 4-2. Just like in 2014, Ronaldo wins their duel. After the match, the news breaks. Neuer has a broken foot. It marks the beginning of a long, difficult chapter. But he fights back. By 2019, Neuer begins his comeback. Little by little, the German giant returns to his best. And in 2020, alongside Lewandowski, he leads Bayern all the way back to the top of Europe. For many, that second peak settles it. Manuel Neuer is the greatest goalkeeper of all time. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments, what are your thoughts on Neuer? And who do you think is the greatest goalkeeper of all time? Don't forget to subscribe for more.